things are gold. Seriously, this is like how my lights set up every night. So, if there's one thing that living in a van has been like the biggest struggle that I've had living in a van, it's definitely been lighting. Did any of you guys remember the show, I think it was Tales of the Crypt on Nickelodeon back in the day? We're going to tell ghost stories. Hey, no joke, if I wasn't in a residential area and there were houses right next to me, the music would be blaring and I would be dancing like hardcore. But I can't disturb the peace, right? Alright, anyway, I'm gonna get back to setting up for the night. Yo, Wilma, what up, brother? How you doing, man? Alright, I'm gonna show. Alright, so I have a disease, guys. I haven't even moved my feet. And my feet are still planted. I'm gonna unplant them. So in basketball terms, that would have been, I'm pretty sure, a pivot. And I only did one. My right foot stayed planted. What? Yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. So the back storage in the van is falling out because I have too many books. It's a good problem to have, I guess. But if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you totally should. Modern Day Mavericks. MODERN Day, DAY, Mavericks, MAVERICKS. Get on it. I'm doing a book giveaway. As you can see, I have too many books, right? Like, come on. I live in a van. Can't have that many books. So I'm giving this book away. But you have to go on Instagram, and you have to like my page, and you have to share that. So, you know, you're on Facebook, so there's a good chance you might not. But I'm just telling you about it. I have too many books. So guys, another reason to follow Modern Day Mavericks. On Wednesday, I haven't chosen the time, but on Wednesday, I'm going to do a live Q&A. I'm going to do a 30-minute live Q&A. I've been living in the van for 10 months. Sorry, I thought I heard someone. Anyway, been living in the van for 10 months, so I'm going to do the live Q&A. Probably around 6, but I don't have that. I'm not certain yet, so I don't know. And then on Thursday, I'm jumping on the train, and I'm going to take a 51-hour train ride across the country, go through the Rockies, the Sierras. Amazing. So dope. Cannot wait. But, yeah, so let's get back to some work. There's someone behind my van, so I don't want to walk around and shake it. Gotta be quiet. gotten a little lazy about it. Because I have lived in the van 10 months, humans were amazingly adaptable. So I've really adapted to this lifestyle, and you get comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you go on autopilot, right? So that's when things happen. So it's important to stay quiet. The other day, I came in late, and I pulled up. There was nowhere to park. At least not nowhere in the realm of where I normally park, right? I could have went to the hotel, could have done that, but it was late and I wanted to sleep. So I went to the neighbors and just pulled up kind of in front of their house, and it was late, like I said. But the tail end of the van blocked their driveway. And I was like, well, I have to open up the coffee shop at 6 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it did. They woke up earlier than me, so I woke up to some banging on the van. But, that's okay. Kind of stinks, though. I don't like doing that to people. And I also don't really I don't know, it's just weird waking up. It's never fun when you wake up to somebody banging on your van. Let's just say that. But it's part of the adventure. It's been an amazing adventure. I absolutely love this lifestyle. I know it's gotta seem crazy. I'm just in this little box on wheels. But, man, guys, if you just grow in self-awareness and just, I don't know, things are so different than when I started, the things that I value. I feel like the richest man in the world, and I promise you that. I truly feel like the richest man in the world. And sadly, I don't think there's a lot of people in our society today that can say that. But, you know what, that's a big reason why I jumped in the van and have Modern Day Mavericks. It's to show people that anyone can live a beautiful, fulfilling life. We're all writing a story, guys. We're truly writing a story, no matter what. Even if you wake up every day and you're like, this life sucks. Why does this happen to me? This person and that person and poor, pitiful me. You're writing a story, and that's the story that you're writing, and you're getting what you project out. That's the truth. You can either accept the truth and use it to grow. I like to think of it as you grow exponentially because you're not fighting yourself. There's no internal conflicts. So there's that. But yeah, the van, I don't know, the van's just, it's been great. And I'm excited to see where the journey takes me. My current plan, which is a little outrageous, and part of me doesn't want to announce it yet because everybody's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. But I have an opportunity. I've been invited to sail from San Francisco to the Marquesas Islands. Excuse me, if at any point from this day forward, that when we're talking about boats, I sound like an idiot, that's because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's that. So here's the thing. I've been invited to crew a sailboat from San Francisco to the Marquesas Islands and beyond, essentially. Working at the coffee shop has been the greatest experience of my life. So many amazing opportunities have come out of there. I got to pilot a plane over Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Pacific Ocean. That was nuts. And actually, I was going to take my brother Bear with me up on the plane because it's a guy that comes by the coffee shop. And he took somebody out a couple days before us, and they crashed, actually. Everybody was okay, but they crashed. So there was that. But, that was a great opportunity. It's led to a lot of great things. And one of my regulars, he just sold his house in Mill Valley, and he's moving back to Italy. He's an expat, and it's just him and his girlfriend right now. And they're actually, like I said, he moved onto his boat because he just sold his house. And he invited me to crew, so that's kind of the plan. I just have zero experience. I've been on the sailboat 0 times, and I want to sail across the Pacific. So, yeah. I have 10 months, and I'm excited. My biggest fear in life is being out in the middle of the ocean. There's something about the water. It's always been a huge fear of mine. But another, kind of like reason I jumped in the van is because I use fear in a lot of ways as like my guide in life. That's kind of what I use to direct me. Maybe not head on always, but at least in areas or difficulty. If something's difficult, a lot of ways I want to put myself in that experience, because I've just found that it's like muscles, really. Like once you work something out, once you like work a muscle and you're stretching those muscle fibers. Once you're stretched, or and out of your comfort zone and you're stretched, that's when you grow the most. And I'll be honest with you guys, after wrestling, I was kind of lost, didn't really know what to do. My entire life, from a young age, like I knew that wrestling was gonna deliver me to my dreams, essentially. I'm from a small town. There's roughly 1,000 people, and that was always kind of like my ticket out. I always knew it. Not that you have to get out. If there's one thing that I've learned in soon to be 27 years, it's that you don't have to get out. It's like, guys, we can live a fulfilling life in this exact moment right now. It's all here. It's all where we perceive that we're at in the life that we're living. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm kind of ranting and talking on, but my heart's really been into sharing lately, and really diving into this social media thing. It's actually kind of funny because for the longest time I fought it. I couldn't stand any of this. 2 years ago I had a flip phone. Literally, I was texting with T9. But as you can tell, I love to read, and I'm a curious individual. Like the world, like, guys, when I think about life in my, like, where I'm at, it's like I'm at the very tip of time. Everybody, like, I'm like right there. Like, we're creating. Like, we are living in creation. Like, come on, guys. Like, we're literally living at the tip of time. How is that not fascinating to anybody else? It blows my mind. And how is that, like, to me, that's so freeing. The thought that I don't know what's coming next. The thought that anything can come next. The fact that we're connected to the moon, the sun, that, like, beyond our galaxies. Like, guys, to me, that's like, I live in a van. But I don't know, I really feel like we're the curators of our life. And this has gone all over the place, but I don't care. I really don't. Like, if there's one thing, I keep saying if there's one thing, but if there's another thing that I've learned, it's that you really do have to be a maverick. Like, it's a crazy time right now. And I almost hate saying that because I don't think it's any crazier necessarily than any other time. It's just that, like, things are heightened because we have these phones and this technology and the ability to connect. This is amazing. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to myself right now, but I don't care. It says, I don't know if you're still on there, it just says there's nobody live. But anyway, this is amazing. And I just think rather than being victims, we should start becoming victors. Alright, somebody's out there. I'm going to cut this off. I'm rambling. And like I said earlier, I can't push my limits too much. So have a great night, guys. Have a good week.